In my last video, I talked about the slash and spread method. If you haven't seen it, please watch it now. And as I said also in that video, that design comes from being able to take the basic pattern and manipulate it into something that is not standard. In flat pattern, there are two ways to do this. I'm going to be showing the second method that I mentioned. The first one was slash and spread, and the second is pivot. A dart can be placed anywhere around the bodice. As you see that I have all of these lines here indicating locations or standard locations that darts can be placed. We have the French dart, the side seam dart, the mid-arm, the center front bust, shoulder tip, mid-shoulder, mid-neckline, center front neckline, and center front waist. And again, darts can be placed anywhere in between these locations, but these are the standard ones that might be used. In the pivot method, what happens is that instead of having to cut the pattern, we will just manipulate or pivot the pattern in order to place the dart where we need to place it. So in that case, what you want to do is you want to take your sloper and decide where you want the dart to go. Let's say that we want it to be in this location here. What you can do if you want to, you can draw a line from the pivot point or the apex to that location so that you have a point of reference, or you can simply mark where you want it to go. And what you would do is you would mark your pattern from that location down to the first dart leg, and you would mark where that dart leg is. Take your awl or a pen or a pencil, and you're going to close the dart by pivoting the pattern. And then you're going to continue drawing from that closed dart leg up and around until you get back to where you began. Make sure that you mark your vanishing point. Because I have it marked there, that's where I started, so that's where I'm going to end. Make sure that you've marked that pivot point, the apex, and there's our apex, and this is our new dart. So with your ruler, you're going to draw a line to your vanishing point to indicate the new dart's location. And you have closed that dart up. And as you can see, this does not match. So what you would technically want to do is bring up the lower one half the distance and drop the higher one half the distance down. Using a French curve or your hip curve, you're going to want to true that up, making sure that it's a nice smooth line. And there you have it. And once again, you're going to close the dart to get the proper shape that you need at the center front there. The grain line can be either along this part of the center front or that part of the center front. Just put it there. Always mark it with an arrow. This is the vanishing point, so give that a circle. And in this case, this dart is going to be folded upwards. So you're going to take this dart leg and fold it up to the second dart leg. And that should be a straight line when you're done. To do that again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a new place for, arch that up a bit. Let's say we're going to do a French dart. So the French dart would be in this location, 1/3 the total distance up. So make a little mark of where you want that dart to be, and in this case we're going to travel the opposite direction to our first dart leg. When the dart is on this side of the pattern, up to the shoulder seam, you will want to go downward. It's a convenient way to do it. If the dart is past the shoulder seam and on this side of the pattern, you will want to go clockwise. So counterclockwise on the left side, clockwise on the right side. So this is where my French dart will go. It's going to go around to that first. Using your awl or a pen, you can close the dart up. So I'm bringing that dart leg to the second dart leg. And then I'll continue drawing around, up, back to where I started from. Don't go the opposite direction. I'm just simply closing this dart up and opening it up somewhere else. Remember to mark your vanishing point. You can circle it to make sure that it is the actual place that you want it to be. And there is our French dart. So this dart gets folded upward once again. It's considered a horizontal, so you can fold it upward, and then you would get the proper shape that you need. And that's how you manipulate a dart via the pivot method.